Hello and welcome to a vlog. There have been a lot of things going on in the world lately, but in my life I don't have a job in Texas anymore, which is the reason I moved here, and there's really nothing keeping me here. I haven't, it's fine, but sometimes you just move to a place and you know you're not meant to live there for a really long time, and so I am going to be moving back up north to my family, just to be close to people that I know. And so my lease is up in 2 months, but again, I have nothing to do down here, so I am going to be moving up in 2 weeks. I don't really know. Sometime soon, first half of July. And so what I need to do is start packing up my apartment. I'm planning on selling most, if not all, of my furniture, but I need to go up with all of my clothes, all of my books, and my kitchen stuff. So I only have one car, and the inside of the car is going to be taken up by cat and dog. Dog can't, you can't see her right now, but she's back there on the couch. Basically, I don't have that much space, even though I have a fairly large trunk. So what I'm going to be doing is boxing up my books and mailing them. So we shall see how that goes. Let me just show you what we're dealing with here. I just went to Lowe's because we don't support Home Depot anymore, and I bought 15 small heavy-duty boxes. I went with small because I don't want the boxes themselves to get that heavy, and the size difference between the small box and the medium box was enough where I would look at the medium box and be like, that box would be 60 pounds. So let's not do that. And then when it comes to my books, I have my bookshelf, and then all of those, and then some more just around my house and in my bedroom. So hopefully 15 boxes will be perfect, and then I'll have a couple left over where I can mail up some clothes. Welcome to the party. Alright, so this is what my thing looks like now, which is so fucking sad. But I still have all these books on the floor to pack away, and I have finished with 3 of the boxes. So these 2 have my mass market paperbacks in them, and then this one is I don't know what they're called, the bigger paperbacks? You know what I mean? Not the mass market ones, the bigger ones, whatever. And I've just started to crack into my hardcover books, although I still have all these paperbacks that I just forgot about because they weren't on the shelf. So we're gonna figure it out, and it'll be okay. I took a little break and ate some Takis because I fucking love Takis, and it was also really hot in my house, so I needed to cool down a little, but we're gonna get back into it. They are doing a great job keeping me company. I did it, 6 boxes, which is not that bad. So the last 2 have all my hardcovers and all the extra, and then I guess I want to show you the books that I decided to keep out. First is my copy of Jane Eyre, because it's fucking falling apart and I'm very nervous that it'll get destroyed. Then Sawkill Girls, this slipped through. I didn't actually mean to keep it out, but I guess I'll read it in the next couple weeks. And then this will be My Undoing by Morgan Jerkins, Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, and Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. And then the rest are just things that I got recently that I'm more excited about than other stuff. So Things in Jars by Jess Kidd, The Return by Rachel Harrison, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and then last but not least, because this is one I'm most excited about, Catherine House by Elisabeth Thomas. So, lots of good things happening here. I went to Lowe's to buy all my books all my boxes, and I used 6, and I bought 15, so I have 9 boxes left. So I think I'm going to start packing up clothes that I'm not wearing and mail them up too. And I'm a little nervous about going to UPS tomorrow, or the post office, and walking in and being I have 11 boxes I need to mail, but I need to bring them in one by one because they're all heavy. So we'll see how it goes. I guess I should also let you know what I'm reading. right now. So I'm reading a book called American Spy by, I think her name is either Laura or Lauren Wilkinson, and it is a historical fiction novel about a black FBI officer in the 1980s. And so during the Cold War, she is not recruited, but she's put on an assignment to go undercover with this guy who's like the dictator of like an African country, I believe. And it's pitched as like an espionage thriller that jumps between New York and Pan Africa, I think is what it says on the back. So I'm pretty into it. I'm about 42% in, and the undercover part is only just starting, so like I feel like it's a little, disingenuous to pitch that as like the main plot. But basically the first lot of the book has been the main character Marie talking about what it was like to grow up in New York in the 1970s and like what inspired her to join like the intelligence community and stuff like that. So, and I do like the writing a lot. It's very engaging, so I don't actually like mind that it's taken this long to get to the plot, but I'm excited that it's like finally starting. Okay, so it's like several hours later. It's 11:30 and my bookcase is gone. I put it up on Facebook Marketplace along with that and another card that I have that looks exactly the same, and I already sold it. I don't have a bookshelf anymore, so that's sad, but it's cool that I'm like actually starting to do things and move, because I've honestly spent the last couple weeks like just doing nothing while I'm awake, and then being awake until 3 and then sleeping until noon, and it's like I want to be doing things, but I can't get myself to do things, so now I'm actually like making progress, which is really nice. So, yay. I'm home and the boxes are gone. I just got back from the post office. Of course, I'm the worst and forgot to take a video this morning before I went, but I mailed all 9 boxes. There were 6 boxes of books and 9, oh, that's not right, it's not the right receipt. There were 6 boxes of books and 3 boxes of clothes. Where did it go? I wanted to show you the receipt. It's this long ass receipt, but it cost like $200 something, and I just wanted to walk you guys through the process. I had to go out to my car on 9 different trips to bring in the boxes one by one, and then bring them up to the counter one at a time as I wrote my address on them and the address that I was sending it to. And then the ladies were so nice and helpful. The 3 clothes boxes I just sent as normal mail, and they were like kind of expensive for the lightest of the 3 boxes. But all 6 book boxes I sent using media mail, which is when you use the normal United States Postal Service, you can send books, DVDs, photos, media things at a discounted rate. And I was like, well, books are heavy as fuck, so I'm gonna do that. So it was a little frustrating that my heaviest box was half the price of like my box of clothes, but it was definitely very useful. I highly recommend, and they're on their way, my babies. They're all out of my house. I don't know what I'm gonna do now, but now that I'm home, I'm going to have some lunch, and then I guess I used 9 of the 15 boxes I bought, so I might crack open a few more boxes and start packing up maybe some more clothes and mail those out later this week. I don't really know. Maybe I'll start packing up like my kitchen things. I don't know, because I still have to live here for like another 2 weeks, so I don't want to get rid of too many things too fast, but we'll see what I decide to do later. And Marcy is very comfy. Hello, it is the next day. I guess I should get some context. This vlog started on June 23rd, and then there was one clip yesterday from the 24th, and then today is the 25th. It's 9 a.m. This is the earliest I've been awake in weeks. I'm watching the Chelsea Darling Reed's birthday live stream delayed. It was last night. And also taking like a book quiz. I found this, I don't know, it was like a BuzzFeed article that was like all 336 books that Rory Gilmore is seen with or reads or mentions in Gilmore Girls. And I was like, I'm gonna take that list. And I read 45 of them, which is not bad. And so I've been taking a lot of these book lists, and this one is called best books from an avid book lover. And honestly, the boldness of only putting 2 Agatha Christie books on this list, but having every single book Dan Brown has ever written, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I'm still taking it though, because I like to win. And this is apparently how I'm doing that right now. So I'm definitely planning on packing up a little bit more today, and I will bring you along with that. Hopefully I'll actually like read my fucking book. You might have noticed that I'm barely reading these days, and I don't know why. So, okay, bye. I did it. I finished a book. I finished American Spy, and I liked it. I feel somewhat conflicted about it. One, the plot only starts halfway through. Honestly, my biggest issue with the book was not the writing. I really liked the writing, not the characters. I actually really liked the main character, Marie. She was like very interesting and dimensional and complicated, and she seemed like a real person. I really, really liked that. My issue, and I hate to be like, I don't want people to be like, stop bringing politics into it, but like I have to, because I am a person who lives in this world. With what's going on and the spotlight that's being shown on police brutality and the way that the state has implicitly and explicitly enforced stuff like awful things for years and years and years, it was really hard to read a book and sympathize with the main character when she works for the federal government, and the light spoiler, the mission that she's recruited to go undercover for is to help destabilize a newly formed communist government in Africa, because it's in the best interests of America to basically stage a coup and put in place a democratic 2-party system. And it was just like, just reading the whole book, I was like, oh, I don't agree with this politically or ideologically, and so that kind of made it hard to sympathize with her for some of it, or with maybe not with her, because Marie is complicated and is more than just that situation, but just with the systems that she was working within, it was like a little tough. So I gave the book 3 stars. I might make it lower, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm happy with 3 stars. And then the 2 other books that I'm thinking of starting next, well, actually, these are the next 2 books that I'm going to start. One is, let's see, Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect, which is a book about police violence and resistance in America. And it is, I believe, an essay collection where each of the essays is by different organizers, activists, journalists, etc., that kind of talk about what the role of police is in society and maybe how we can move past it as something that we see as necessary. And I am actually also watching some YouTube videos, and while I do that, I am going to start packing. So let me open some of those boxes and tape them together. Mid-packing in my closet that looks a hot fucking mess. That is cat food because my cat kept trying to eat through the bag, so I hide it in my closet. And yeah, boxes and boxes and boxes. And I'm watching A2 Brody's vlog that they did where they swapped books with Aphrodite Reads, Heather from Aphrodite Reads. They just both came out today, so yeah, very exciting. Love this. We're cuddling, we're having a nice quality time. I have 3 boxes that I think I'm gonna mail out tomorrow, and I read the first 2 essays in Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect. I've decided that I want to space those out and read, I think, 2 essays each night, just so that I'm not like overloading my brain and I have time to process it. But in the meantime, I think I'm gonna start Catherine House, which I'm super excited about. It was one of my most anticipated releases of the year, so I'm really glad I got my hands on it. And yeah, I will probably end this vlog tomorrow, I think, after I mail out my boxes, and I will actually like vlog that part this time. What is up, fellow kids? It is Friday, and I know I said that I was going to go take all this to the mail, to the post office, and I will, but I have to wait until a lady who bought this shelf from me is coming to pick up the shelf. And I don't know when that's going to be, because I messaged her on Facebook, and I was like, hey, let me know when you're on your way, and she said, okay, I will. The ceiling of the bathroom fell to the floor, and I'm like, okay, take your time. So I don't know about that, but I did read up to page, I don't know, let's see, 133 in Catherine House, which is the end of part 1. This book takes place, I think I said it earlier, at like this weird college. Maybe I didn't say it, but it's basically about the Catherine House, which is a college that you go to after high school, but what's special about it is you commit 3 years of your life to it. So no contact with the outside world, and you're just very insulated. You're just stuck there for 3 years. You're not allowed to leave unless you get kicked out. And so I just finished part 1, so each part I believe is one of the 3 years. So we just finished year 1. This book is like a fever dream. Like, very confusing. I'm into it. I like it, but confusing. So we'll see how it goes. And I will update you about the fucking boxes so we can, you know, get this show on the road. I've been thwarted. Hi, little baby. We are successful, and I now have $10 more, so let's get these boxes in the car. My glasses are so fogged up I can't see anything, but let's get these boxes inside. And it's done. We're successful. 3 boxes, not very expensive, thank God, so that was nice. They were all pretty light because they had my clothes in them. And I think with this, I'm gonna bring this little vlog to a close. I was planning, you know, this is part 1, so it's this packing phase, and I think there's gonna be 2 more. So there's gonna be a part 2, which is the rest of the packing that is going to happen next week when I'm like packing all my stuff to put in my car. And then I believe part 3 is going to be me driving to New Jersey from Texas. So that is my plan. I don't know if that's gonna happen because I might be a little too stressed about driving like halfway across the country with a cat and a dog in the car to like really keep track of it, but that's the plan. Let me know what you think. So yeah, in this vlog I mailed 12 boxes of stuff up north, and then I also finished a book. I finished American Spy, and then I started 2 books. I started Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect, which is by various authors, and then I also started Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas, and I think I'm 170 something pages through now, and I'm enjoying it. I've only read the 2 essays from the other one, so I don't have much to say about it yet, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!